I am late once again. Sorry for that. I was hoping to start a lot earlier, but I had things to like do. But it's good now. It's good. Hello and welcome. There's actually not much to talk about today because not much happened. Actually, it's always a nice treat when the world has nothing crazy going on and I have like a single moment to just breathe. And when there's like no crazy events going on, sometimes it's funny. Like I do kind of want more White House correspondences on like how to program, because I think it's funny that they tell us how to program. However, we don't get those every single time, unfortunately. I wonder if they'll ever put something else out there, like at some point. There was something that I was checking out though, so this is just sort of like background information for Monday. But on Monday, we're gonna be doing some deep dives into what is the interesting custom map scene of StarCraft, and I found a bunch of slides actually. A bunch of slides on like what they had to do to make it work, and basically, it's actually nuts. So I didn't realize the extent of how much the mods and the maps for StarCraft relied on really broken programming. And apparently there's a bunch of buffer overflows to the point where I'm surprised none of us ever got hacked playing that game, because apparently it would have been very easy for us to have been hacked the entire time. However, thankfully we're all safe. We're all good. The slides that I found, it's like a 95 slide talk, or like a slide show, and like 30 of it is like, it's completely dedicated to just the background on what the bug is. And they apparently had to go to great lengths to make it work on the latest version of StarCraft, which is why we're actually able to like do it now, because it just wasn't possible for like a very long time beforehand. I don't know exactly when they released the like patch, but I know that it was a pretty big change from what it was before. But yeah, it's pretty surprising what people will do just to make their old game have more functionality. It's strange. I never thought that would be something that people would want to do a lot of, but it makes sense. Think of it like, how do I say this? There are still mods being made today for even older games like Thief and stuff like that. Thief is a very interesting game that has a lot of history behind it, and people have been making mods for that game for a long time. There's actually a recent one that came out called The Black Parade for Thief. That one, these ones use more official tools, but for the most part, there are some pretty crazy mods that require them to basically rebuild the entire game from the ground up. I know Doom, for instance, has had multiple engine spin-offs effectively that have allowed for much more custom content, and a lot of them have been used to great effect to make games like, say, Divine Frequency, right? Which is a demo that we really enjoyed, and I'm still waiting for the game to come out. It's funny too, because if you search Divine Frequency, you just get videos called 111 Hertz, the Divine Frequency, cell regeneration, and I don't know why. Wow, like what is this? Actually, let's just listen to this. What is cell regeneration? Okay, let's just de-stress, chat. Let's de-stress. But I just want you to know that the intro of the video of this 100 hertz, 111 hertz, the Divine Frequency thing, it starts off by saying metaverse. That's pretty stupid. Welcome to the metaverse, where we rebuild your stress cells. Wait, what? MRI scans show the brain switches off the prefrontal cortex and deactivates the language center that is responsible for holistic processing at exactly 111 hertz. There's no way that actually works. Like, you can just, like, okay, if that was true, right? All of us would have been like turned off at this point. Not like, turned off isn't like turned off, but like all of us would have mentally been like dead. But like we would have just been like, fried, just like there. That really doesn't seem real. 111 hertz. It's associated with the production of endorphins. It all seems like a scam. Oh, sorry. You may have heard some double backing there. That's like weird. Wait. So we're 111 hertz. Is that actually like a real thing? There's no way that this is a real thing. It's not a real thing. The holy frequency? Chiang Mai Holistic. What in the world is this? That's just a city in Thailand. What do you mean Chiang Mai Holistic? What's this? Divine frequency. Why is 111 hertz the divine frequency? 111 hertz results in a divine level of meditation. The trance that some believe allows you to get connected with the universe, God, or a creator. What? By producing endorphins, chat. This is a auditory painkiller, okay? Right now, you must feel amazing. The pain in your body must be being washed away at the moment, right? I sure hope so. Well, you know what? I feel pain in my ears. Let's not listen to that anymore. It's always funny to me whenever I see these things pop up and people believe them. It's also funny that like that's the first search result for divine frequency. I don't know why. The game has a lower hit chance than something like that. Actually, speaking of the divine frequency, you guys know Shen Yun? I was checking it out. So every year in my city, like around this like time, posters, flyers, and stuff start to pop up around on the streets of like, hey, go watch Shen Yun, the musical. I've seen them every single time ever since I was a kid, and I always wondered what the hell is Shen Yun, right? So I googled it. It's a cult. I had no clue it was a cult, but it's not like I guess it's not like a bad cult. I don't know. I guess like how do you consider like what is considered a bad cult and a good cult? I guess it is kind of a bad cult. They're very homophobic and like stuff, and they really hate the CCP. Like it's like weird, you know. I mean, it's like a strange sort of like thing. It's not necessarily bad to hate like a government because it's like, you know, it's your freedom of speech to like think, right? But it's strange that they have all these weird different ideals mixed into one, including like, you know, homophobia and like stuff, and that it's so openly and brazenly advertised. I just didn't expect that. I always thought it was something that was more wholesome, actually, because honestly, as like a kid, like all around, like from Chinatown all the way down to like downtown core, that's all you see is just Shen Yun like posters, just like hanging off of like streetlights. And I always thought that maybe there'd be like standards for like advertising of like, hey, you can't have, or like like we won't put like certain bad things on it, and we'll put certain good things on it, stuff like that, right? But no, it's just anything. It's just like madness. But yeah, that's all for the pre talk. We're not gonna be talking too much today. There's not much to talk about, as I said. Just some mod stuff that is mostly preparation stuff that I found out as I was preparing things for Monday. We're gonna be playing some games today, okay? I got very addicted to Balatro. What is the actual pronunciation? Balatro pronunciation. What's that word even mean? An old scholiast derives the common word Balatro from the proper name, suggesting that buffoons were called Balatrons because Servilius Balatro was a buffoon, though others have what? This is the Wikipedia page for the jester. Wait, what? Balatro? It's from the Wikipedia page for the jester? Don't mind my number of tabs. Do not mind my number of tabs. This is all in preparation. There's a lot of sources that I have to have ready for. Oh, good. You can't see them. This is the source of the term Balatro. It's from the word jester, which, I mean, it's Wikipedia, so I'm pretty sure it's fine to show this, right? So it should be okay. What is this? How do you pronounce it? And like why Balatro? It just doesn't sound like a word that would fit the phrase of a jester. A jester, court jester, fool, or joker was a member of the household of a nobleman or monarch employed to entertain guests during a royal court. Why was this a real job? I almost can't believe that this is a real job, but at the same time, I'm streaming. So it's like, I feel like I'm the court jester, right? I'm the court jester in all of your families. During the post-classical Renaissance, guests is often thought to have worn brightly colored clothes and eccentric hats, in a motley pattern. I know the word motley from a site called The Motley Fool, which is an investing site. I don't ask how I know that. I just know it. I don't know. It's like weird. 1540 woodcut of a jester. Why? Dude, his staff? Look at his staff. Yo, it's like just Deception. Look, it's like Jesterception. You have the like jester, and then you have the like jester on a stick. That's sick. Wait, is that public domain? Keep that. Keep it. The jester is in the house. We'll be using this nice fellow. Jester time. We'll be using that nice fellow. I'll like crop him later for use in more things. It could be funny. Let's see. The modern term derives from the older form of gestor or gestor, which is from the Anglo-Norman French, meaning storyteller. Or why does it go from originally from Anglo-Norman, aka French? I guess because like now it's known as French, but back then it probably would have been known as Anglo-Norman. Not that I know what an Anglo-Norman is. Also, why is my mic so? Hello. Damn, my mic is busting today. It's like overpowered. Holy shit. I think I hit the like knob way too much last night. Here we go. In ancient Rome, a Balatro. How do you pronounce this? Pronunciation and respelling key. What? The following pronunciation key is used in some Wikipedia articles to respell the pronunciations of English words. It does not use special symbols or diacritics apart from the schwa. The what? The what? What's a schwa? Audio sample. Let's just listen to this. Wait. Music off. Let's listen to what is a schwa? This is I think this has no license. Oh my god. Oh, it's a new documentation license. I must give credit. Okay, well you see the credit. That's a schwa? Why is that like a Isn't that just like a UH? I feel like that's just a UH and not a very specific letter or phrase. What the? Was that like a? It's such a specific name for like something. Wait. So in ancient Rome, the other. Oh wait, the music died. There we go. Balatrans. So it is Balatro. Balatro. Okay, a Balatro was a professional jester or buffoon. Balatrons were paid for their jests, and the tables of the wealthy were generally opened for them for the sake of the amusement they afforded. But like, why? Maybe, okay, you know what's crazy about this? This just confirms that streaming is like the oldest profession, like one of the oldest entertainment professions besides maybe sex work, right? Like, no matter where you were, everybody needed a court jester. Everybody. We always needed some kind of court jester to enjoy our time, right? It wasn't just enough to go and, take over in century. Oh my god, okay, I'm not gonna. It wasn't just enough for them to be rich. They had to have a high level of entertainment. I've heard that this is a very common thing, that there's a lot of rich viewers who will just watch people to be entertained by these court jesters, and they'll throw them pennies to like watch them dance and like stuff. I don't really know how I feel about that. It feels almost degrading in like a sense of like, haha, take this $10 donation, say my name, bitch. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know what I mean? It's like some like people get different kicks from this, right? We've been seeing a lot of different parasocial parasites showing up to the stream, and you're all parasocial parasites. And it's great to see the various sort of like subtypes, right? We have the ones that have expectations. We have the ones that are very inquisitive. We have the ones that are conversational. And then we have the ones that like railroad the conversation into whatever topic that they want, right? We have all kinds of them, and it's fascinating to see everybody sort of like take on like what they enjoy from this, right? I'm surprised that it was so consistent that there was ever such a role as a jester. However, considering that jesters do all of this, like they're entertained with a wide variety of skills, whether it's song, music, storytelling. Like if I do this, right? If I do like a search and replace on like everything. Can you even do a search and replace in the console? I guess not, eh? I mean, you could, but I'm not gonna use like I'm gonna do like a crazy amount of code to like replace everything. I mean, I could. I'm just lazy. But we're gonna look. If you replace the words a jester with like streamer, right? Then this like works out very, very well. Shit. Where is it? There we go. Body content. Yes. Nice body. Okay, more content. Why are there so many divs? You know, at some points, it feels like too many divs gets in the way of like what you're trying to like do. A streamer. A streamer. Delete this. Delete this. Delete this. Delete this. Delete this. Delete this. A streamer was a member of a court. There you go. And this is a streamer. Like, if you just did this is basically the same. There's nothing different from like a court jester and like a streamer, realistically, right? And I think that's very funny to me. That this entire thing could be explained by just streaming. It's odd. Where is it? Okay, there. A streamer was a member of your household or a nobleman or a monarch employed to entertain guests during royal court. Which, by the way, royal court is like, you know, when you had all the kings and like stuff like that, and all the seniors like come in and they were talking about things like, hey, like, the Duke of Edinburgh called my mother a donkey. I wish to have him executed. Is that okay, King John V of Portugal? And they're like, no. And then, you know, your mother just has to live with being a donkey. Like, this is so while this court sentencing is like happening, right? Which is not even like a real like law court. This is not a real law court. I guess it is a law court because it's like law is based on whatever. I'm not gonna get into the socio-political, economical state of the Renaissance era, but imagine if in court during a court proceeding, like in that one clip of that guy who had his sentencing read out, and it was like, your booty is thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Imagine you had like a clown just like doing cartwheels in the background. Like, imagine like one of the guards was like doing cartwheels to like keep the like jury entertained. Like, yeah, woo, yeah, all right. That actually may be required very soon, considering that I feel like people have lost their attention span in recent years. So wait, so Balatro is a jester. In Horace, what the fuck is Horace? Quintus Horatius as Horace. In Horace, Balatro is used, like that's his like play named after himself, is used as a proper name. Servilius Balatro, English royal court jesters, sometimes called licensed fools. Yeah, this is really just streaming. Okay, you know what? Okay, besides sex work, streaming is one of the oldest professions out there. No matter who you were, you always needed entertainment. Two jesters are depicted in the center of the picture. Oh, look, it's a streamer. Guys, look, it's a streamer. That's me. That's me right there. Wow. This is my great ancestor. I need to get on this, okay? Whatever my ancestor was doing with the crows, they were on something. Why? Why is there a direct line from his eyeball to the crow's like asshole? What is this? What is going on? But this is weird. Yeah. Very good. Very, very interesting description of what is a Balatro. It makes sense too, considering that the whole point of Balatro is you have to collect jesters to make a really nasty hand to like play with. So hey, at least we learned something, right? We'll be playing that at the end of today because I'm addicted to it. But we're gonna play some Master Libre, okay? I have some things to show you all. I have the best in slot outfit. I'm not even kidding you. This is probably the best outfit in the entire game.